What up,
What up,
metalheads? All right, so we are reviewing another one of Chuck's artwork pieces. This is for Godspeed. He was the one that recommended this, and okay, this album was kind of hard for me to listen to at first, and then it grew on me over time. I remember I heard this album a long time ago for the first time, and I wasn't too big on it. But now that I've actually given it time and listened to it, I actually freaking love this album. What about you?
I loved it right off the bat. It was awesome. It was amazing.
Okay, well, something I want to say about this, for one thing that I want to bring up first of all is that any of you guys heard the album Fires of Babylon? I think it's by Fires of Babylon. It's the only album that they did. It was a side project. And actually, I think one of the guys that played in Death, I think it was a drummer or something from Death that was in that band. Not Gene. I can't remember. But anyways, it's a super group of like some of the best musicians from some of the best bands joined together, did an album called Fires of Babylon, and it sounds a lot like this album. They sound really similar, except that one is a little more simplistic, while this one is
intense.
Yeah, it's really more complex. It actually sounds like the B-side of, what's it called? This one right here, Sound of Perseverance. It sounds like the flip side of Sound of Perseverance. Anyways, there's a lot to talk about on this album. A lot of the instrumentations are really, they really go together. I don't know what it is, but Chuck always plays with the greatest drummers. He always does, because the drumming on this album is great. The bass you can actually hear the bass on this album. I love it. I want to show you guys something. Check this out. All right.
That was awesome.
Yeah, the bass. So there's a lot of moments on this album where the bass really stands out a lot, and I like that. You can hear it throughout the whole album. This whole album is, it's just kick-ass of what, I mean, I don't really know where to start here. Another thing I want to show you guys, check this out.
Ooh.
Got it? Okay,
Another awesome one.
So yeah, there's Chuck killing it again. Something on this album that I think is really great is, again, the instrumentation works really. I actually think the instrumentation and the musicianship on this album is much better than in Death, the band. I think the band members do a much greater job. The only weak side to this album, I think, is that it's maybe the vocal. I like the vocals, but I feel like it could have been better. There are times when it feels like he's really stretching to get the vocals to match the song.
What?
Yeah, like there's a part where he says like, what does he say? The part where he's like, I was once trapped and now I'm free or something.
Oh, yeah, he's like, I was once free. No, he's like, I was once trapped, but now I'm free. I was once free, but now I'm trapped.
Well, it's not the lyrics. The lyrics are great. They sound just like lyrics straight out of Death, like, you know, the
band.
The intro perspective kind of stuff. No, but what I'm saying is like the what he's doing with his voice sounds like he's just, it's like, it sounds forced, like he has to sing in a melody, so he's trying to search and find his footing. So yeah, that's one negative thing on the album. But anyways, another thing I wanted to show you is the drum work on here. Check this out. All right, we're gonna finish the solo that I was playing earlier. And it really shows how great all the instruments come together. Just check it out. Okay,
so it was beautiful.
Yeah, that was beautiful. That was not Chuck's solo right there. That guitar solo was Ham's solo.
He's going ham.
Yeah, he's going ham. No. Yeah, I mean, something that I really should mention on this album is it's really straightforward. It's a really complex album and technical album, but it's really straightforward. This album really is kind of doing one thing and one thing only, which isn't a bad thing, you know. Remember in our last review, he got offended when I said something like that.
No.
I was like, really?
No.
But I don't know. My favorite song off of this album is "Expect the Unexpected." There's just a ton of things. And this is also where I'll give you the first taste of the vocals, the vocal style. It doesn't. I can imagine that not everyone is gonna like these vocals. It's not something that's universal. I don't know. The vocals are just, I don't know. It's like salt and vinegar, whatever. Like you like it or you don't, you know. So check it out. Check it out.
Never what can I see? Expect the unexpected, and you will see. Yourself a state of shock, a waiting game, waiting to see. Expect the unexpected, and you will see yourself a state of shock.
Alright, cut it.
Alright, so there's the first taste of the vocals that I'm going to give you. There are times when he kills it, when the vocals are like perfect, and then there are other times of the album when they just don't seem to fit and work. I really like it when he does like the high pitched, like the higher kind of screaming, but there are other times of the album when he just is, I don't know. I don't know. It works and it doesn't work to me, in my opinion. What do you think of it?
I like I like it a lot. I like the high pitch. For some reason, to me, it sounds a little bit like Michael Sweet from Stryper.
I don't hear that in any way, shape, or form.
You don't hear it?
No, I
You're
don't.
crazy. Sorry, I'm a little sick, but so yeah, I hear a little bit of Michael Sweet in it. I love the artwork of the song, really.
Oh, like how all. Are you
Yeah.
talking like the song structure?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's right on that. The structures of all the songs in here are beautiful.
Yeah.
They're really good.
And the songs are so long.
Yeah.
Seems
I
like
think
you listen to 3 songs in one song.
Yeah, I think there 5 songs on this album, 5 or 4 or something like that. I think it's 5.
It's 4, I think.
No, I'm pretty sure it's 5. But yeah, but the album is 50 minutes long. Each one is like 10 minutes. So
It's an intense album.
it's pretty intense. Yeah, each song gives you enough already. So, all right, last thing I want to give you is this little sample right here. Okay, so
that was very melodic.
well, I like well, there's a lot of that sounded a little jazzy too to me, but
I hear it.
the reason why I want to show you guys that was again just to show the coming together of all the instruments. You can hear the bass, you can hear the drumming, you can hear the guitars, and they all are working really well together. But yeah, there it is for you in a nutshell. The Fragile Art of Existence.
Well, I guess
by
everything is in a
Control.
nutshell to you.
Yeah.
Every video you say it.
Yeah,
It is in a nutshell.
yeah, that's what we're doing. It's in a nutshell. There it is. It's a little summary of the, unless you know, I feel like I didn't do justice enough to the vocals. Let me find another example of the vocals.
What if when they saw burning stars, they thought it was a gift from beyond far?
I love that. All right. Yeah, his vocals they're kind of like that throughout the whole album. They either work for you or you don't, or like if you're like me, it'll grow on you. Anyways, there it is for you in a nutshell. The Fragile Art of Existence by Control Denied, another side project of Chuck. Well, you're supposed to have a picture of Chuck up here actually, but
It is up there, but you can
it
barely
is up
see
there,
it.
but you can barely see it.
Should we take the camera off his post?
Nah, it's all good. So, Isaac, what would you rate this album?
Okay. That's a really tough question. Well, at 10, it would have to be...
Yeah, we've changed it to 1 out of 10, by the way.
Yeah.
If you missed last video or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to give
Yeah,
it
I'm not
9
sure
out of
either.
10 or 9.5 out of 10.
Really?
And I also want to give it a 10 out of 10 because everything is so good out of it. But I'm going to give it a...
I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
I was going to say that 7 out of 10, yeah.
Yeah, 7 out of 10. It's a really good album, kicks ass. It doesn't bullshit you in any way. It gives you what you demand and expect.
The only way it does is cutting down the amount of songs. That's the only way, but I think it's perfect.
Each song just has so
Yeah.
much content.
And
in
it's so long.
it. Yeah. Would you recommend this album?
I would recommend this album. It's
yeah,
just
you know,
awesome.
I would recommend this too. I think.
Honestly, you can recommend it for any type of metal, any type of
I would
metal, or
recommend. Yeah.
any type of
even
music
someone
listener.
who likes power metal,
Yeah.
I could imagine gets into it.
Yeah,
could get
like
into it.
death metal, you can still hear the death metal. Thrash metal, you can still hear the thrash metal. Like classical metal, you can
Yeah,
still hear
that's
classical
another
metal.
thing I want to bring up on this is that this album is. It's kind of sad that Chuck passed away, you know, because this album is kind of doing something different for metal. It's doing something that we haven't heard before. If Chuck would have been around much longer and kept doing these kind of projects that he's doing, I could imagine a new subgenre of metal being born, and metal could have been changed forever because this is definitely doing something that, you know, traditional metal doesn't do, or even any other subgenre. I don't know if I would classify this as death metal. I don't think I would.
Yeah. Okay. So.
I don't even know what to classify it as.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's what I was saying. Like here is
It
the
sound-
metal time continuum. Okay, metal time continuum, and it's literally right there of it. It's right in the center of everything.
Oh, okay. I see what
She
you're
goes.
saying.
That's the metal time continuum. Boop, it's right there.
Yeah, no. To me, it sounds really jazzy. Like it almost sounds like it could be like jazz metal.
It
or
has
something.
jazz metal in it, but it also has death metal. It also has black metal. It can
No,
not really,
no,
not really
it doesn't-
black
it doesn't
metal.
have black metal.
Yeah, not really black
No,
metal,
no.
but
No,
it has
what it-
almost everything in it.
Well, yeah, it really has. I think it's got crap. What was I gonna say? The vocals really make me think of power metal, and also the kind of style of it, how it's in the kind of like happier kind of sounding scales. You know, it's got what else does it have? I don't know. It has the movement of jazz. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to classify it. Comment below what you think of the album, what you would probably classify this as, and what.
Maybe
any
we can
other
create a
thoughts.
whole new thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm. That's kind of what I'm saying. Like, if Chuck would have continued in this path, there would have been a new branch of metal.
Take us
I-
to what? Banger Bar?
No,
yeah. Take it to Banger
Shush.
Bar. What?
No.
Why?
All right. Oh. All right. Anyways,
Yeah. Crap. You screwed me up.
What do you mean?
All right, we're
screwed you
closing.
up?
Yeah. Anyway, see you. Comment below.